Now as I conclude with you guys, I want to give you, at the end I'll give you some practical things, but today inshallah at least, I want to give you some observations, the things that you have to look out for. The thing we want out of Ramadan, for the goal of fasting is taqwa. The goal of fasting is taqwa. The goal of Ramadan is three things. To complete the 30-day training, to declare the greatness of Allah, and to be grateful. لِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ. Right? لِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةَ لِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. Three goals of Ramadan itself. But now I want to tell you what the real threat to your taqwa is in countries like the one you live in. Like Qatar, like Dubai, like the Khalij, like much of the Arab world, much of the Muslim world. The big danger to you and to your children is materialism. That is the big danger. Your children and you are becoming obsessed with the car, with the brand name clothes, with the brand name phone, with the gadgets, with the new movie, with the new song download. This is with the hanging out at the mall, with Facebook, and how many likes you got on your comment. You're getting obsessed with these things. Your entire life only means these things, nothing else. And this is a tragedy, because the youth of this ummah are so powerful. Wallahi, they are so powerful. When the young people of this ummah internalize the Quran, they can change the world. Really, the world will be a beautiful place if the young people of this ummah wake up. But the young people of this ummah are being put to sleep by the iPhone 5, by the Samsung Galaxy Touch, by the iPad, by Facebook. And those things can be used for a lot of good. They can be used for a lot of good. But man, those things are poison too, man. They're poison too. The sword is good if you point it at the enemy, but it's pretty bad if you point it at yourself. That's what it is. These tools, they are a force of good. They can be. I am on Facebook, you know how much? Never. My pictures on Facebook, some things I say are on Facebook. I am actually almost never on Facebook. Never. I'll tweet things once in a while. I'll send a tweet message. I never check what responses there are. People say, brother, you never respond to your Twitter. I say, I'm leaving a sunnah. Don't worry about say something good that will benefit somebody else, right? And then don't get caught up in online conversations. You have more important conversations. How you have time for all those conversations, man? How you have time to read all the comments under a YouTube video? Where did you find the time? Where did you find the time? I'm shocked. So you and I have to detox. We have to get rid of the gadgets, especially in Ramadan, guys. Get rid of the gadgets. Delete the video games delete the game apps off your phone. Delete them for Ramadan. You say, yeah, at least I can re-download them later. I don't care. But at least in Ramadan. Sisters too. Sister, get off of Facebook right now. I see you. I don't see you, but you just got off of Facebook and the joke is on you. But anyway, get off of your devices. You have to do this. Materialism is killing us. And I tell you the real anecdote, the real solution to materialism is understanding the Book of Allah. Personally understanding the Book of Allah. The more you start understanding the Book of Allah for yourself, you will no longer be interested in materialism. It will not fulfill you. It will leave you empty. This will start giving you joy that you never felt before. You get to talk to Allah, man. You get to talk to Allah when you recite Quran. What more can you ask for? So this is some practical or some advice I want to give you, or the warning I want to give you guys in particular. And of course, materialism is hitting everywhere. But I notice like the malls and like the glitz, and everybody's like, the youth are like flocking towards these things. I don't get angry at them. I just feel like we haven't given them Quran. We haven't given them something to be excited about. It's our fault, Now the last piece, especially for the parents that are in the audience. Here's how you can make good use of your Ramadan. Everyone here should have some goals in Ramadan. Here's my recommendation. My recommendation is you should memorize a couple of short surahs. Short surah means a page and a half. A couple, maybe 4 of them if you can. Between 2 and 4 of them in the month of Ramadan. And you should not do it alone. You should do it with your family. You do it, your children do it, the husband does it, the wife does it. First one to do it gets 200 riyals. Now the father will do it very quickly. Okay, so, but do it. Memorize Quran as a family. Memorize Quran as a family. Make it a family project. We're all going to memorize this surah. It's a beautiful thing when a family gets together to get closer to Allah's book. My recommendation is the musabbihat. Like if you memorize Surah Al-Jumu'ah, Surah Al-Munafiqun, Surah Al-Taghabun, these surahs, at least these 3 surahs, beautiful surahs. And they really help your iman. The next thing you want to do, this is again in Ramadan, my recommendation is to actually listen to durus of those same surahs that you've memorized. Listen to lectures and explanations of the same surahs that you memorized. Now the surahs I recommended to you were surahs number 62, 63, and 64. Those are the numbers of the surahs. I picked those surahs on purpose because those 3 surahs are about a Muslim ummah that is losing its iman. And Allah is fixing their iman again. That's what those 3 surahs are about. An ummah whose iman is becoming weak, and Allah makes it strong again. And He protects it from hypocrisy. And He shows them the fruits of real iman. Right? So that's why those surahs are very particularly beautiful and easy to memorize also. Okay? What surahs were they? See if you're paying attention. 62, 63, and 64. Now, I don't recommend doing other studies in Ramadan. Like, I personally am a big believer in Arabic studies and other studies, but those aren't spiritual studies. They're ulum aliyah, right? They're tools to get to higher studies. You can put the academic studies aside in Ramadan. The only thing you should study in Ramadan is what gets you closer to Allah directly, immediately. So if you're an Arabic student, don't do Arabic studies in Ramadan, do Quran studies in Ramadan. Do tafsir studies in Ramadan. Don't do Arabic studies in Ramadan, okay? Or if you're a tajweed student, don't study tajweed in Ramadan, memorize more Quran. You understand?